Welcome, Echoes! In this video, we embark on an epic journey to discover the vast lore of Voyagers of Nera, specifically Aiya, a character that leaves journal notes for you to find as you play throughout the game. In this video, we'll discover each journal location, what's written on each letter, and we'll explore what might have happened to them as they journeyed throughout the Embrace. I'm your host, Mr. Meeko. Let's dive right into it. I want to start with saying there's no particular order the letters are in. The game is in alpha testing as of the making of this video, so there's a lot that can change as the developers continue to work on the game. I've put them together in a way that seems to make the most sense to me. If you see it differently, let me know down in the comments below, and also consider subscribing if you're new here. Starting off with the first letter you might find titled Awakened. The journal is located in a cave across from the place you enter the Embrace at. There's no enemies in this cave, and it looks like a nice place to hunker down for your first night. The letter reads, Awakened. I am here, on this island, and I am alone. If you are reading this, then you too must have awakened in this place. This place feels old, empty, and yet not lifeless. I feel there is something here, though I cannot name it. Can you feel it too, I wonder? I continue to search my thoughts, where I came from, who I was, but there is nothing. Only a strange pull, a sense that I am meant for something. But what? Am I to stay, to leave? And if so, leave for where? Still, I cannot ignore the feeling that this place was once alive. Something was here, something important. For now, I move forward. It is all I can do. The letter is titled Awakened, but it could also be speaking to the player directly, referring to them as Awakened, as if that's your name, because just like you, Aiya wakes up here lost and completely confused on where to go or what to do. There is no limit to where you can go in this game, and there's no direct path. You're not required to find this journal, but it's a glimpse at what someone before you might have gone through while exploring the lands of Nera, and as someone who just started a new path. It's like a familiar feeling between two people tasked with the same burden, which we'll find out more later on. Following this initial awakening, Aiya's journey takes her to another location close to the beginning of the game. There's a journal titled Echoes in the Stone. You'll find several enemies called Shattered protecting a small area near the fallen giant's arm. They're protecting multiple treasure baskets, including a rare purple basket tucked away in a corner, as well as another journal, which seems to give us a glimpse into what we're really doing here on the island. Echoes in the Stone, it reads. The air here feels heavy. These towering stone figures stir something deep within me. Their long dead eyes still hold purpose, as though their task is not yet complete. Were they protectors once? Guardians of this place? Perhaps I am meant to take up their role. The spirits call faintly, scattered and hidden, their light as lost as I am, yet I feel this world can be whole again. It must be. If the spirits are found, if their light is gathered, perhaps we can build what the darkness has taken. Aiya. This is a pivotal moment where our protagonist connects with the environment on a profound level. The air feeling heavy could be referring to not only the Embrace, but their state of mind as well. Who knows how long they've sat here, watching the sun rise and sunset, questioning who they are, fighting enemies and fighting hunger day after day. One can assume observing the stone figures sunken into the water sparked a sense of destiny within them. It's not just curiosity, it's a feeling of being called to a similar duty and figuring out what to do next. In addition, I often wonder, is this the original location Aiya made a base camp? Are these baskets remnants from their past? Are the Shattered here to protect the baskets and rare items in the area, or are they sent by the corruption to prevent another Echo from spawning here again? Aiya's encounter with the stone figures clearly marks a turning point, imbuing her with a sense of responsibility towards the lost world. But what trials and tribulations did she face as she pursued this emerging purpose? Her next journal entry offers further insight into the journey through the Embrace. The letter can be found at the southernmost point of the first island. It's sitting on a ledge at the end of what looks like an arena or lookout point. It's also another location where you'll find a spirit at. The letter reads, Belief. I am certain now that this world was once a great sanctuary, where the spirits lived in peace, but something long ago shattered that peace, casting this world into ruin. I believe I am meant to restore it. By the time you read this, I am sure I will have succeeded. You must be seeing it now. Great towers of polished stone, the lighthouses and ancients restored, a sanctuary alive again with spirits, because for you and I, this is our purpose, to rebuild. Aiya. Aiya no longer feels the remnants of a past, she is now certain of it. The description of Nera as a great sanctuary where spirits lived in peace paints a picture of a harmonious past, contrasting sharply within the current state of ruin. The phrase, "something long ago shattered that peace," introduces a cataclysmic event, the source of the darkness hinted at in the previous journal. I think what's most notable in this letter is their confidence. They are certain that they will have succeeded in bringing balance to Nera by the time you read this journal. Sadly, I don't think they make it, because we only get one more letter from them, which we'll get into in a moment. Before moving on, I want to note the final sentence in this letter, because it's what brings us all together and what I think Voyagers of Nera is about. The final sentence states, "Because for you and I, this is our purpose, to rebuild." The final sentence solidifies the connection between Aiya and you, the player. By including you and I, she suggests a shared destiny and a common purpose in the act of rebuilding Nera. This reinforces the idea introduced in the Awakened journal of a shared burden or experience. It elevates the player's role beyond simply exploring to actively participating in the restoration Aiya envisions. Now moving on to the last letter and the last entry from our Lost Echo. The letter can be found at the ancient ruin on the most eastern portion of the Embrace. It's not easy to get to, and it's also one of the closest points to reaching the reef, which is the next biome. To reach the reef, you have to collect 3 fractured elder spirits and then battle at the ancient rest. 2 of the 3 ancient ruins have spirit guardians you have to fight to retrieve the ancient spirit, but the third one, the guardian, is already dead. You can fight some of the shattered that are there, sure, but the creature tasked with protecting the ancient spirit is collapsed in the corner. The final letter reads, "The last guardian. In case I do not return, I have chosen to write down what I have learned for whoever you are that finds yourself in this place after me. I found this being like this, collapsed and broken. In its hand, an empty spirit chrysalis. The spirits are lost, scattered. If their protectors have fallen, perhaps that is why I am here, Aiya." This opening immediately establishes a sense of danger and potential sacrifice. Aiya is contemplating the possibility of not surviving her current endeavor, highlighting the perilous nature of her mission. The act of writing for whoever you are directly addresses the player again, reinforcing the connection between you and Aiya's legacy. It suggests a passing of the torch or a sharing of crucial knowledge. They also find this guardian on the ground, already dead, which means she wasn't the first one here. Just like you aren't the first one here. There's been many echoes before us, and this is what leads me to believe that she didn't make it. There's no other letter suggesting she's alive. There's also nothing suggesting that there's more than one echo saving spirits at a time. Obviously, that's different if you're playing on multiplayer, but that doesn't take away from the theme of bringing balance to Nera and that it's really a task just for you. The tone is vastly different from them being certain they'll bring balance to Nera to a more concerned tone, and understanding that this isn't going to be easy, and that this task is truly important for Nera to thrive. However, it also reinforces her sense of purpose. The final line, "Perhaps that is why I am here," suggests that she sees herself as potentially the new guardian, the one meant to safeguard the lost spirits and ultimately fulfill her belief in restoring Nera. This journal entry leaves the player with a sense of urgency and a clearer understanding of the stakes. It implies that the player might need to uncover what happened to these guardians and potentially take up her mantle if she doesn't return. It's an Echo's duty to protect and restore the spirits, and you being here suggests you're taking up the mantle. The story told through these journal entries is a powerful reminder of the enduring spirit in the face of adversity. Despite the ruins and the fallen protectors, her belief in Nera's potential for renewal shines through, and now that potential rests with us, the new echoes in this ancient land. The future of Nera is in our hands, and together we can make it bright. If you enjoyed this content, hit the like button for me. If you'd like more Voyagers of Nera lore, let me know down in the comments below. Consider subscribing to stay up to date with everything that's new. I'm your host, Mr. Meeko, and I'll see you in the next one.